Welcome back to another episode of Grizzly Books True Crime. My name is Gisela K. You can call me Gisela, G, Gizmo, Grizzly, Gizzy, not Jizzy, or any combination of the above. Today I'm going to be showing you the location where the van was found, parked, not abandoned. You guys are grilling me about that word, but all the articles, all the news articles and the news clips say the van seemed to have been abandoned. And with everyone speculating that Gabby and Brian may have been inside the van based on sightings of Brian and things like that, it was unlikely that he was in the van at the time. Gabby may have been, however. We don't know, dead or alive, because the windows were closed, the vent was closed, the car was completely closed up. Yes, the same hat was on the dashboard. There's allegedly a flip-flop on the ground right behind the van. I got to still check that out. I want to slow down the footage myself and just check it out as well and watch all the videos that are showing this. And then I will get back to you guys on that. I'm very interested in the location though. Like, where is it? What happened? And let's see it on Google Maps, you know? So we're going to look at this together now. Let's get started. Before I get started, I just want to thank you guys for every new subscriber. I have no capacity to call out every single one, but I'm so grateful to have you here. Thank you so much for watching my videos, interacting with them, liking them, sharing them. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you also to everyone who has bought me a coffee. I will be sharing that official thank you like slides. I will share those. I'm getting stuck on my words because I just want to get to this map. I will be sharing those later in a slide. So let's just look at this. What I did was I drew a little, I watched the couple's video and I just drew the path for myself just to see, you know, how the path was going so that I could look at this area, follow it and pinpoint where the van would have been. So they would have can you see, wait, they would have driven along here like this. And then we saw this little, it's not a cul-de-sac, but you know what I mean, sort of gravel cul-de-sac. So we saw the road there, we saw the road there. They carried on driving, the road turned like this and like this. And then they saw the van over here. And remember the field behind? Okay, the van was seen parked and not abandoned. All the articles and all the news reports say abandoned vehicle, which is probably how I caught on to the word abandoned. But no, parking a car doesn't mean abandoning it. It's just that it's like weird how it was parked. It wasn't parked like any other car in the area that's just like, oh, we're camping out. Like there's a tent, we're parking here. It's just like parked as if to hide, you know what I mean? So hidden might be my best choice of word here. Trying to be hidden, not very well, but yes, not abandoned. Okay, the vents were closed of the camper or the van on top, and the windows were closed. So I highly doubt that the couple was in the car at the time. Maybe Gabby was, but I don't know. Also based on what could be going on in the field right behind the van. Still looking at all the slow down footage and checking for the flip-flop and the planks and the possible dude in the field. But I'm going to show you now where the van was found and where Gabby Petito'S remains were found. How do we know it's her remains? There's not 100% proof yet forensic-wise, but the FBI has given their condolences to her family, and she was tentatively able to be identified by the description of the remains, a description of Gabby Petito, and the tattoos. Tattoos are a great way in a lot of cases like this. If someone's deceased, you don't know who they are, tattoos can definitely help speed up the identification process. In the next 24 hours or so, we should get the forensic reports back and just know, with the autopsy, that's what I mean, the autopsy, we would know at least how she died, because at this point we don't know. And then the toxicology reports would take a few days. Okay, so yeah, the couple was driving like that, and this is where, I'm sorry, the quality is not great right now. Let's try and do 3D so that you can see it like this. This is where the van was parked. So yeah, I was pinpointing it like between here and here, and then looking up those types of coordinates, and then I actually found on Reddit someone had shared these coordinates, and it's in that zone, and it makes sense because they drove like this. And here, I mean, here we can see this sort of fieldy area that he may have been busy doing something in. But now let's see where her body was found, and that was, I've made mental notes for myself like this. Here, it was around here. So that is interesting, don't you think? That it's around here. That is so strange. Like, did he really? Well, yeah, I don't think it's too, this water doesn't look too deep. I saw the horses walking over it when they were searching everything. So not very deep water there. But still, like, what is going on there that her body was found here? So it was around, I don't know if you can hear my stomach grumbling. It's like, sorry about that. Yeah, it was around here. Listen, stomach, stop growling. Hungry for information. Yeah, so it was around this area that I believe, based on all the chopper footage, and just the terrain and everything, this is where her remains were found. Now, if you guys want to see where, here's the this is the dispersed camp, I believe, as the Spread Creek dispersed camp. Let's just zoom into this. See, there's some facilities going on here. People be camping. And if you just want to see where is this in relation to everything else that I've shown you before. So this is where Brian Laundrie was picked up while he was hitchhiking on the 29th. And taken on a drive, which would have been down to Jackson Lake Dam, which is where he freaked out and was like, I need to get out the car. And then he would have headed back. It's so weird that he, that he was so adamant to get out the car there. I just want to see, because Snake River, I really think he was worried about crossing the water. So he had to be on this side of it. But what a hike still, or what a drive. I'm pretty sure he would have, we need to get some more witnesses that may have seen him or given him a ride here, to get back here. Because this is where the van was, and that's where he left from to go home. Arriving home, allegedly arriving home, because I still want to know, did someone physically see him arrive home? Because at this point, I don't believe anything his family says right now. So did he actually arrive home? Is there proof that he went to Florida to clear out that storage unit? Because it just makes no sense to me. What is going on there? But, yeah, the parents said he arrived home on the 1st. Gabby was reported missing on the 11th. And then by last week Friday, which was the 17th, then they're like, oh, my word, he's actually been missing since Tuesday. I'm just going to look at my calendar one more time. So on Friday the 17th, the parents reported him missing or in hiding. And it was on Tuesday the 14th, which is only 3 days after Gabby was reported missing, that he literally took a hike. Now, another interesting thing is that down here at Jenny Lake, which I think is this one, wait. Jenny Lake Overlook, Jenny Lake. The couple, witnesses said they saw the couple's van on the 25th of August over here. So that is also interesting. They would have probably entered the park and maybe driven this route like this, you know, to get to Spread Creek dispersed campsite, which we've looked at before from the Dirt app, that they did plan to stay in some of these places right here. Okay, so that Dirt app definitely did help as well. Coulter Bay Village. So can you see the map nicely? I can zoom out so that you can really see. Yellowstone National Park. I mean, damn, that bar where he was found, or supposedly seen, was like somewhere up here, like so much further north. Okay, so see, I lose my train of thought. I told you I'm going to show you the van, what he was found. What else? I'm sorry if annoys me. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm thinking out loud. Isn't it so strange to you that this is where the van was found and that her body was found here? Like, what did he do and how did he do this? And why would he even be busy in this field and things like that? Oh, I remember now what the thing I was going to tell you was that, remember the parents said that Brian took his backpack and he went on a hike in his usual favorite spot, which was Carlton Reserve, and that other one I can't pronounce right now, the Minor Hatchuk or something area, you know, that borders the reserve, that he would have gone there. But then they said that actually they hadn't seen him since Tuesday, and they went to that parking area and saw his Mustang, and now there's a new detail saying that he left a note on the car. What did the note say? Huh? What did the note say? I want to know what the note said. But anyway, they said he left a note on the car, which sort of made them concerned, but also know he wasn't returning, and so they drove the car back home, because that's not shady. So yeah, he's still just a person of interest. This is still not a murder. This is still not a murder case. Not yet. I'll update you if and when it becomes one. Then it's going to be a manhunt. But really well done to the teams that went out here to search for Gabby Petito. I see there's a lot of theories building about stepfather, which, you know, I always like to just look at things and think about them for a second. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. I'm not going to go into it now. Just let me know if you have any theories about that. So, yeah, there is the van. And this is where her body was found. Like, wow. To think that they found her in all of this. We'll have to relook at the timeline, okay? From the 25th, when she spoke to her mom to say they were on their way to Grand Teton National Park, there was a Snapchat message on the 27th, and there was the text of no service in Yosemite, which is very far away. Yeah, very far away, where they're going for Halloween. So we'll have to look at the timeline and just pin down, maybe we'll find out more information before we can even pin it down, but like to pin down exactly what and when happened. The fact that the van was seen here on the 27th and Brian was seen here on the 29th makes me think that, now I'm going to narrow it down. So now we know the 24th Gabby was still alive. The 25th, she FaceTimed her mom. What happened right after that? After she FaceTimed her mom? Maybe the Snapchat actually happened right from her hands. I mean, on the 27th, which means the 27th and 28th. That's when she could have either been, I don't know, abandoned, murdered. We don't know yet. I will keep you guys updated. I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to show you the map. Let me know what you think. I I will put the coordinates in the description box below so that you can look for yourself. But seriously, well done to the teams that found her. It's amazing, an amazing job that they did. This was like very difficult to pin this down. Thank goodness. Thank you to the couple who I will also again link their channel below for posting that video. And let's hope more witnesses come forward so we can draw a complete map and know exactly what happened and when. Stay tuned. I'll be covering this case as much as possible. There's still a lot to uncover. We're waiting for the autopsy. We're waiting for the toxicology reports. I'm waiting for the police reports to be released. If you guys have that already, I've got snippets of it, but I like to read the complete thing. You know, once it's out, I will read it to you. And we've got to find Brian. Got to find Brian. I wish you a wonderful day ahead, and I will see you for the next video.